Hi, welcome back. So, we're going to continue our conversation about having a flourishing lifestyle. The first area we talked about was positivity. In this video, we're going to talk about as many areas as I can fit in 5 minutes. 5 minutes is my goal. So, the second area is going to be engagement. And engagement is about crafting time for activities that you can be fully engaged in. And this can be achieved by savoring moments and having flow experiences. Those are two activities we could use. Now, flow experiences are pretty much when you're in the zone, that state of total absorption. Now, anybody who knows me knows that dancing is one of the areas where I really can get in my zone, where I'm totally absorbed in the music and the moment and the atmosphere, and I just go for it. And I do go for it. I'm not just a life coach, I got a few dance skills up in there. But for me, that's my area where I can, I'm fully energized. I'm fully involved. My energy is high, and I get to savor the moment, the music, the community on the dance floor. Those are where I have my flow experiences. Now, they're different for other people. Some people, it's when they're exercising. There are people, it's when they're knitting, playing video games, bedazzling a sweater, whatever it is. But it's all about finding activities for yourself where you can become totally engaged in, and you get enjoyment from the process of the activity in that moment. Frequent flow experiences correlate with life satisfaction, studies have shown. And it increases your health, your creativity, and it also leads to better self regulation. To involve yourself in any activity fully requires much of you too. But generally, when you're so in the experience, you don't even really look at what's required of you and what it's gonna take. So it helps you just like really step out of your stuff that you're going through, that's life has been throwing you, even if it's just for a short period. And we need opportunities like that in our lives where we could just be totally absorbed into something that really makes us happy. So flow experiences are really important in terms of engagement. Now, I don't know if I noted before that the activities that I list, they're not just pertaining to the area that I speak about. They can be used in any of these areas. I just picked the ones that I felt best correlated with what I was talking about. The third area that helps lead to a flourishing life is relationships. And relationships are about developing and having authentic, meaningful, life enhancing relationships. Those are the number one contributors to happiness. Relationships, good relationships. That is most important if you're looking to have a life filled with happiness. And essential to finding these relationships and having these and cultivating them is kindness, forgiveness, and avoiding social comparison, which are three activities that I want to look at here. Now, in terms of avoiding comparison, don't determine anything about yourself based on other people's circumstances or situations. What usually happens is it leads you to diminishing yourself or overlooking what you have. There's always going to be someone doing better than you. And if you're comparing yourself to somebody to keep trying to do better than them, sometimes you're missing out on what life has to offer you because you're so busy trying to make sure you're doing better than somebody else. So it doesn't work either way. It doesn't work if you're comparing yourself in terms of doing worse. It doesn't work in terms of doing better than anybody either. That diminishes your happiness. You need to really avoid that. The second activity is forgiveness. There is plenty of time in your life to sit around and lament about who's done you wrong and how hurt you've been and all of that, but it will not contribute to your happiness. when you are able to forgive people, that's a gift. And it's not just a gift to them, it's a gift to yourself, to let that go and to stop letting that preoccupy you and take you away from healthier activities. So when you operate in forgiveness, you're less likely to be depressed, hateful, hostile, anxious, and angry. Now imagine being able to let go of all of those things if you didn't do anything else. Imagine how your life would just change. It's a gift to not let a situation continue to plague you. And forgiveness gives you that permission to let go. It also gives people permission to be human. You know, people make mistakes and they do things wrong. And you might want to look back on the time when you were forgiven and how it felt, and offer that and be willing to offer that to somebody else. And the person you may have to start with is yourself. There might be some forgiveness that you need to offer yourself. A little self-compassion goes a long way, and you deserve it. Also within that is acts of kindness. And we'll wrap with this. Acts of kindness are spontaneous gestures of goodwill. Negative states usually occur when we're being self-centered. When you engage in acts of kindness, this allows you to take the focus off of yourself. And right there, it can increase your good mood. It can spur happiness and sometimes even gratitude. And it will strengthen your social ties. Just imagine, in a group I'm in, they say, when in doubt, focus out. It's very hard to have your pity party when you start to put your attention on helping other people in their lives feel better, accomplish their goals, and accomplish their tasks. So let's get out there and create these relationships. You'll see how life will change for you just right, from opening yourself up to more wonderful, happy, vibrant relationships. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll keep talking about how to create this flourishing life.